Today's movie features Tiny Tim in clown makeup serenading you with off-key falsetto tunes before descending into a full-on small-town slasher madness. What more could you ask for? Welcome to Sick Flicks, where I take a deep dive into the cinematic sewer to help you embrace your inner gore geek. I'm Mike Bracken, aka the Horror Geek, and today we're tackling Bill Rebane's homespun 1987 oddity, Blood Harvest. Shot in Wisconsin cow country by the guy who gave us the giant spider invasion, this flick is less a polished slasher and more like being trapped in your uncle's awkward home movie. If your uncle happened to love killing, bad perms, and Tiny Tim is a nightmare clown minstrel named Marvelous Mervo. Between the random plot, soap opera melodrama, and scenes that felt like they were improvised about 5 minutes before shooting, Blood Harvest is equal parts baffling and fascinating. It's a backwoods slasher flick filtered through Rebane's unique brand of regional weirdness, and once you've heard Mervo sing, you'll never sleep the same again. But enough about that. Can Blood Harvest serve up enough rural carnage and warp Tiny Tim terror to earn a coveted 5 barf bag rating? Let's get to the gore and find out. Oh, and before we get started, today's video is sponsored by patrons Victor Rosser, Miles Cornelius, and Mad Max. If you'd like to help sponsor some videos and free me from the shackles of YouTube's tyranny, you'll find a link to my Patreon in the pinned comment and description below. And now, let's get bloody. We fade in on this card. Buddies Incorporated presents, like the hamburger chain? Fantastic. No, not really. Man, someone really needed braces. And straight to the Tiny Tim.
And Jill came tumbling after. Gary and Jill went up the hill.
I don't want to alarm anyone, but we may be in trouble here. I mean, this guy was like, please, just kill me if you're going to keep singing. I will say, this is a pretty artistic shot for this kind of film, though. I don't really love this after-school special music, but it's definitely better than Tiny Tim. I'd also tell you what's going on here, but I have no clue. And sure, I get it, that wasn't really exciting. But you know what will liven this thing up? If you guessed a livestock auction, good guess. Jack Black here is looking for a deal on a prize pig. Hey, why is Tiny Tim here? They're not auctioning tulips. And title card. Props for doing it over a kill, I guess. Hey, don't go without me, train. Save me from this movie. Starring Tiny Tim. The story goes that Bill Rebane met Tim at some kind of beer festival in like 1985 and asked him about being in the film. Tim said yes, so the moral here, always shoot your shot. Or something. And Tanya Solacek made her debut here, and was never in anything again. But Peter Krause went on to do tons of stuff, like 6 Feet Under and Sports Night. He even won Emmys and Golden Globes, with Frank Benson as the sheriff. I just wanted to say that. Not gonna lie, stunned it took 4 people to come up with the story for Blood Harvest. Seems like the kind of thing you could bang out while sitting on the can, honestly. And directed by Bill Rebane. As we mentioned earlier, Rebane is probably best known for making things like Giant Spider Invasion and Monster A Go-Go, which were both featured on Mystery Science Theater 3000. Yeah, I'm taking my bags and getting out of this movie. And we're early, but it's time for a great moment in horror film acting.
Hi, Jill.
How are you?
Fine, thank you.
That almost sounded like real human beings engaging in conversation. Almost. Thrill as she tries to check the balance of her savings account. God, I thought she'd never leave. This is like an homage to the old Incredible Hulk TV show, where Bill Bixby walks into some one-stoplight town. Just needs that moody, sad Hulk music. Ah, yeah, that's the stuff. House establishing shot. So basically, all I can tell here is that this town is going bankrupt and there are tons of foreclosures. The real story of Blood Harvest was how modern corporate society destroyed small towns. Or something. Hey, it's Linda Day George's house. Bastard! Wow, we had that same VCR. JVC top loader with a wired remote. Apparently, Tiny Tim was a little camera shy. Hey, eyes up here, mister. Oh, and it's exposition time. Apparently, this chick's dad is the bank guy doing the foreclosing.
My father's just doing his job, Sarah.
Farm establishing shot. Maybe this place is getting foreclosed on next. Man, we really are establishing the hell out of this place. It's like 13 seconds. And dramatic zoom. Watch them wiggle, see them jiggle. But when she goes in, all she finds is this jump scare. She heads in to investigate. Man, that blood red backsplash was a bold choice for the 1980s. Yeah, I'm just gonna tell Sterling this is Art the Clown. Oh god, he's got a clown name.
Marvelous Mervo at your service.
Also, why does his jacket remind me of the wrapper from a loaf of Wonder Bread? Solid Weird Al perm, too. Oh, hey, mind if I crash this scene? I still have zero clue what's even happening here. I will say it looks like one of those Z-grade cable channel commercials, though. Honey, I thought we discussed diversifying our financial portfolio with coins from the Franklin Mint. This guy is giving me young Jeffrey Combs vibes. Not sure why. Oh, right, I forgot. There's still a clown in this scene. And Tiny Tim, too. And since that scene basically did nothing to advance the plot, it's time to go deal with her baggage. Oh, Michael Myers, are you in my backyard again? I will say that whoever this is, they suck at hide and seek. I can totally see you. Now it's like the opening of Little House on the Prairie. Hey, Jason finally got a camo mask. But it turns out these guys are just paintballers. I will say, I think this means the one who hit her gets to mount her rack.
Hell yeah.
Well, sort of like that. You pervs win this round. Wow, look at that hair. That's a guy who aspires to one day drive an IROC Z. I mean, you could scour pans with that hair. Now he's gonna shoot his shot. Hey baby, these paintballs aren't the only thing I want to splatter on you.
Sorry, but I'm engaged.
Anyway, she heads in to see the sheriff. I think it was a law in the 80s that every small town had to have a bar named the Stumble Inn.
I can't find my parents anywhere. Someone made a mess of our house.
Now he's as bored as I am. God, is she ever gonna stop talking? And random shot of this sign. You can all but hear Bill Rebane going, "That's too funny. We gotta get a shot of that." And in a twist of events that is absolutely not shocking at all, Tiny Tim is a psycho. I can see you're tied up. I'll come back later. Uh-oh, here comes 5-0. We don't have a permit to shoot here. Anyway, she's brought the sheriff back to the house, but the graffiti and hanging scarecrow are gone. Now there's jibber jabber, but it's important jibber jabber. Hey, Sheriff, what's your favorite Blondie song?
Call me.
I'll accept that. Church establishing shot. Oh, they'll just let any clown in here. Wow, Krusty has really let himself go. Back at the house, it's time for a jump scare. He even got the cat in there. That's some textbook jump scaring. And now Gary's back. Look, Jill, all I'm saying is we should think about a reverse mortgage. Tom Selleck swears by them, and Magnum would never give us bad financial advice. I'm pretty sure no bank is going to give us a reverse mortgage on this dump, Gary. Back at the church, this sounds like the start of a joke. A priest and a clown go to mass. They're not going to give you a reverse mortgage on the treehouse either. In this housing market, that thing would probably rent for $4,000 a month. Oh, sweet, my secret stash of soggy hustlers is still here. Hey, is this the scene from the beginning? It's like this one just gave up and said they'd like a do-over. Alright, so this is Gary's parents, who we're supposed to assume Tiny Tim killed. I can tell you that definitively, but I'm not that invested in the narrative so far. Yes, this could have been the B-roll for a Cialis commercial. But they're not gonna hook up. She's gonna crush his dreams instead.
I met someone, Gary. And we got engaged.
Well, it's a good thing I'm in a long-term relationship with Rosie Palmer and her 5 sisters. Oh, great. More Tiny Tim music.
Gary and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water.
Ian, Sarah, any thoughts?
It stinks.
We are on the same page. Inside, Jill's making important calls. Miss Cleo? Will being in this movie kill my career? Do you kids even remember Miss Cleo? Christ, I'm old. Wait a minute. That's a shower. Is Linnea Quigley in this thing? Ha 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 ha. I'm gonna turn off the hot water. Now she's gonna work the knob.
Hell yeah.
No, I mean on this faucet. Don't mind me. I'm just out here clowning around. Yeah, looks like Tim is gonna shoot his shot. Hey, you know what they say about guys with big shoes. I mean, he's a clown. This could be a romantic jester. Oh God, don't drink it. It's just a cup of confetti.
I'm a tree.
Great. Does that mean you'll leave? Oh, thank God. He finally went back to clown college. And now the sheriff's calling her. So, Jill, what are you wearing? Hey, does she have a commando poster? There's no way this chick would have a commando poster. Anyway, this is a call from Scott, her fiancé. I like that her facial expressions are like she's working a 976 line. And look who the sheriff has brought back. Hey, found this Pennywise cosplayer skulking around outside. Moon establishing shot. followed by a house establishing shot. Hey, who's sneaking in her house? It's wild to me that her parents are missing and no one seems all that concerned about it. Hold still, you're drooling. I got it. I sure hope this is role-playing. And let's establish the house again, even though we never left. If you take away only one thing from these videos, I hope it's an appreciation for how often movies use house establishing shots. Oh hey, Peter Krause is here. Kinda looks like Discount Rick Astley.
You scared me half to death almost.
You scare me half to death almost. God, there's a lot to unpack in just 7 words. Oh no, they're not gonna do it on that shag carpeting, are they? The rug burns will be legendary. Outside, Gary's like, sweet Benz. And he's a creepy peeper. This does beg the question, should they be doing it in the living room? I mean, her parents are missing, but they could just walk in. That would be super awkward. Aw, look at this guy. You can see the exact second his heart was ripped out. Oh god, the only radio station they get out here just plays the movie's shitty soundtrack. Is that Tiny Tim? Because those aren't tulips and it's more skipping than tiptoeing. But it does seem on brand for him. I don't want to alarm anyone, but I was promised a blood harvest, and so far we've had very little blood and 0 harvesting. Oh no, this is a real bat-tastrophe. Come on, movie, let's focus. Hey, do you want to put some clothes on? Also, Gary showing up now is very convenient. Maybe too convenient for him to be the actual killer. So, have you thought about the reverse mortgage? We could really tap into the equity of this old dump. Oh my god, this General Mills Cafe au lait is amazing! And jump scare. Shit! Just gonna tell Sterling this is Shaggy 2 Dope.
Sup, fuckbags? I'm back here in my backyard right now, just reconnecting with nature.
Hey, you know what clown suits are made of? Polyester! Look, if you don't stop peeping, we're gonna change your name from Mervo to Pervo. It rubs the lotion on its skin. Oh, Teddy, you're the only one who really gets me. Wait a minute, how did it get dark outside? 80 million establishing shots for no reason in this damn movie, but one that would have actually mattered, they skip. Oh, hi there. I'm here to do some blood harvesting. And she runs right into the barn. Great plan. I'm only seeing one big drawback to his plan to off her with a bow and arrow. She was an explorer once. Until she took an arrow in the hand. Alright, if this is all the blood we're gonna harvest, no wonder these farms are going bankrupt. Inside, she's still hanging out with Teddy. Oh, Teddy Ruxpin, you're not like the other boys. Back outside, she's been harvested. I'm no doctor, but if you're peeing blood, you should probably seek medical attention. Anyway, Mervo looks depressed, and I'm guessing they repoed his clown car. I love that Gary's whole acting style is basically just, mash your hands in your pockets. Turns out, he has concerns.
You seen Merv? He took off as soon as we got home, but when I checked his cabin, he disappeared. I've never seen him this upset.
Well, he is a clown. I mean, isn't that sort of on brand for them? Speaking of the clown, man, there's nothing like a trip down memory lane looking at my old clown college yearbook. Be right back. Just gonna go grab a pack of smokes. Don't wait up. Meanwhile, Pete's hanging around in the barn. Inside, the killer's back. Just gonna get the booger that's peeking out of your nose. Hold still. Oh, he's taking her to go tonight. Wait, now he's taking her back? Did they fuck up his order? A little late to be collecting for the police officer's ball. A live look at me hiding from random people knocking on my door. And so much for Peter Krause. This was probably a blessing for his career. He wasn't in this long enough to ruin future prospects. Oh man, these edibles are really messing with my head. Oh no, she spilled the blood harvest. Now we have to start over. And look who's here to save her. Gary. Then things get weird. Definitely looking like Herbert West again. Dan, we can bring her back to life. Except she's not dead. Oh god, he's really gonna make his move here. This is all kinds of wrong. But check out this line reading.
I understand. I know how much you love me, but I belong to someone else now.
I've seen Major League Baseball bats less wooden than that. And in our other movie, I think Tiny Tim is melting. Jesus, who's here now? Does every random person in town just walk into her house? She should probably lock the door. Oh, it's Merv. Sorry, I don't have any time for your clowning around. But he's not taking no for an answer.
Please come, it won't take long.
Hell yeah.
No, he means he wants her to accompany him. And where are they headed? If you guess the big top, you're wrong. It's just this dumpy house. I'm no expert, but I don't think you're actually supposed to saddle a sawhorse. This guy has about 3 things he does in this movie. Cram his hands in his pockets, make pervy advances, and peer in windows. I like to think there was a guy who auditioned and got rejected. Rebane was like, you got the pervy advances and the cramming your hands in your pockets part right, but we need someone who can really sell the peepin'. Back inside, Jill is not happy. Who's been taking naked Polaroids of me? Anyway, Tim's delivering some exposition, and thank God it's not in song. Turns out his and Gary's parents weren't killed. They just made it look that way so everyone would feel bad for them. She's like, cool story, Tim. Then Gary shows up. By God, this is a real slobber knocker! And conveniently placed handgun. Because of course. And she shot him. I'll never tiptoe through the tulips again. Look, honey, I know you just shot my weird brother, but I'm here for you. And in a surprise to absolutely no one who's been paying attention, Gary is the killer. He offed everyone to get his dream girl. Still no clue why we called this blood harvest, though. And now he's got the mask on. Sorry, my William Shatner mask wasn't ready. Are these legs pantyhose creepy enough? I mean, this doesn't really count as a blood harvest. This guy might be the least intimidating killer ever. Tiny Tim is scarier than this dork. I'm gonna have to tie you up since you're so naughty. But she's gonna win him over with an alternate theory of the crime.
They'll think that Mervyn killed us. And then he killed himself.
Don't fall for it, Gary. As Admiral Akbar once said, it's a trap. And it would have worked had she not been born with 2 left feet. But she does manage to stake him like he's a vampire. Then she flees. But he's after her. I'd like to take a stab at what's bothering you. It's because I killed your parents, right? Jason, Michael Myers, Gary. One of these things is not like the other. Oh shit, is she in the Blair Witch's basement? I'm getting very strong absurd vibes from Gary's ensemble. It's like when Luigi Montefiore killed everyone in that movie while dressed in jeans and sneakers. And at least Luigi is like 6'8". Oh man, I guess Charlotte didn't say Wilbur after all. Well, now the movie is literally going in circles. And I've heard of taking a roll in the hay, but I don't think it was supposed to be this literal. But now he's back in control, thanks to the power of his pimp hand. It just occurred to me, is this pig hogtied? Anyway, he's gonna kill her now too. Which makes all this sort of a waste, right? Jill, where did we go so wrong? Was it when I killed your boyfriend and family? But before he can do it, this happens. This is just like the Who Shot JR ep of Dallas. Oh, it's Tiny Tim. Least surprising swerve ever. Even in death, Gary was out of focus. Died as he lived, really. Hey, we can see him breathing movie. Okay, so this was the least surprising swerve ever. I guess he was late for football practice. And cue credits. And this terrible song.
Marvelous Mervo, at your service. Marvelous Mervo, that's my name.
Lance Henriksen, any thoughts on the quality of this closing track?
That's the stupidest fucking thing I ever heard.
I concur. So, what have we learned from Blood Harvest? Well, for starters, that there was no blood harvest here to speak of. Plus, we also learned someone thought putting Tiny Tim in a horror movie was a good idea. I'd probably rethink that one. This one is just all kinds of weird and what I love about 80s slashers. It's dumb, it's full of terrible performances, and totally cheap. But that's why I kinda love it. They don't make them like this anymore, and maybe that's a good thing. But enough about that. Can we harvest enough blood to get Blood Harvest a 5 barf bag rating? Let's go to the gore card. In terms of gross anatomy, Blood Harvest is a bit underwhelming. We get multiple throat slashes, a few gunshot wounds, a spike in the arm, and that's about it. The FX work isn't particularly good or plentiful, so I can't give Blood Harvest anything more than a 2 barf bag rating. This is not a sick flick, but it's definitely a cult oddity worth seeing if you've not checked it out before. Looking for another blood-themed slasher flick? And be sure to check out my review of Blood Rage. You'll find a link here on the screen. I'll meet you over there. Until next time, I'm Mike Bracken, aka the Horror Geek, bringing you all the splatter that matters.